now I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm out of breath.
I have to put my microphone on.
Okay.
Oh.
Are we going to do any of these on?
Yes, we're going to show them.
Okay, wow, we have a huge day today. It's a huge day. And just to let everybody know, we've got, well, 3 kind of big things going on. Well, there's a lot going on at Memory Bound all the time. But today, Teresa's here with Distress 101. She's going to talk all about the different Distress products since we are having our March Distress Ink Madness. And that goes through the week. So we're going to have lots of voting and competing with that. And she's going to show us the different products. And we've got Janet is going to hopefully pop on. We have not done that before, but we're going to have a shared screen today with Janet. And she's going to pop on because she's got a new kit that's launching from Texas. And Teresa, oh, you even wore some red.
I got a little red.
That's brave, though, to be inking with a white sweater. And Katie is back. So these gals, oh, yeah, she's doing some moves, everybody. We've got some, the like fun. That. The fun is in the house. So as you know, oh gosh, let me just say hello to some people while you guys practice your basketball skills.
Oh, too high.
Chris is here, and Nancy, and Pat's here, and Jennifer, and Katie just took one to the face.
Sorry.
I think that might be a foul. I'm not sure.
So typical.
Technical.
If you're new to Memory Bound, we are having some fun in March. We always have fun here. But this month, in March, we are having our crafty distress brackets, our March Distress Ink Madness. And so Katie's got to rest up. So each day we have games that we're voting on, and our teams are actually 3 color combinations or tricolor combinations from the Tim Holtz Distress inks. And the bracketeers are both here today, Katie and Teresa. And they're the ones that came up with the colors and got it all organized. And Katie designed our brackets. And Katie's been gone on spring break, but she's back.
Yes, I'm back.
Yay. Can you catch your breath, Katie, after that basketball? So anyway, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you're enjoying it. Let us know if you are enjoying this, if you're having fun, if you're voting for your teams. And we need to announce some winners. So how about, I'll let you guys do that. Katie, I'm going to give you the microphone.
Oh, I don't even know who won. Should I just guess?
We have game 4. You want to guess?
Yeah.
I've already posted them up, so it should be pretty easy. But we've got 4A and 4B over here on this side, and we've got them.
I'm not quite sure how this, I'm kind of new to this,
So,
and I'm kind of excited, and I filled out my brackets. Did anybody fill the brackets out completely and pick winners yet? I think we need to do that. And then compare it to
well, we
what
do
actually
have
happens.
the brackets. If people can download them for free, or if they want a copy, we printed them in color on a smooth cardstock if you want your own copy.
And this was fabulous.
Yeah, with all the colors.
Yes.
You might want to use those on a project.
Well, and then when I was on vacation, I would look at these, and I would try to decide. But I did not vote. I didn't know if staff could vote, so I just had Jack vote.
Sneaky.
Yeah, these are good. And if you, just a little thing, if you get the free download one, it comes in a PDF. And Teresa taught me this, that over here is like a little text box that says T. And if you click on that, you can click down on here and you can type the names in.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
so you can make it really
nice.
fancy. Or just write them in. All right, so today we had Boo played tequila. Is that right?
Yes, they're going to play today. Yes, they're online right now.
Okay, so I'm kind of confused of where are we at?
Okay, well, let's announce the winners from game 4A and 4B. And they're right here. It's the competitors from Friday.
Okay.
Sorry,
We
didn't
didn't
rehearse
practice
this at all.
I'm so sorry.
But all
right. So we have Americana versus Playing in the Dirt.
Yep. And do you know who won?
Is it already up there?
Yeah.
Oh, and the winner is this right?
Americana.
I like that one.
The winner was already up
I
there.
put it up there.
All right, that's what confused me.
I'm going to go in front of the camera.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
So then,
busy time.
I'm just going to...
I don't think we have the right ones down here. I think I messed up.
It's okay.
Okay, here's 4B. I don't know why I have this.
How do you know it's 4B?
because we
Game 4.
Oh,
That's
okay.
A and
Gotcha,
this is B.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha. This would be Mardi Gras. This is not Mardi Gras. This is cotton candy. Oh, never mind. Oh, see, I'm so
Beachy
thrown.
Waters.
Yes,
it's okay.
because they've already told me the winners. All right, so this one is cotton candy, right? Yeah, cotton candy versus Beachy Waters. Now, this reminds me of where I was.
I know.
Yes.
That sure
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It looks
And I did
good.
take a picture thinking I could show a Beachy Water. But Beachy Waters won.
Woohoo.
Yay. So that's fun. All right. So we're trying to figure this out still, so hang in there with me.
Okay. So
Because
now
I didn't know brackets already gave you the winners.
So
I thought we
those-
would put
Oh,
it
did I
up.
pull the wrong things?
No.
Maybe I did.
Maybe, but we're all good.
Okay. So now we're going to play game 5. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, game 5 is toes in the sand, which I did have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So toes in the sand, and that's picked raspberry, tumbled glass, and brushed corduroy. And we thought this looked like the sand, the surf, and the sunset.
Or your toenails.
Or your toenails, yeah.
I picked my toenails that color.
And then superhero. Candied apple, mustard seed, and mermaid lagoon. And then we didn't know if you're choosing them because you like those colors or those are colors that you would use. So just let us know. It doesn't matter. But are you choosing based on you like them or those are ones that you would use? Which I thought was a good question.
It's a very good question.
Kelly asked me that. I didn't come up with it.
wondered about that too.
I didn't come up with that. So today, this is game 5. Yes. If you didn't know, Iowa State won the Big 12 tournament. I just wanted to put that in there.
We had Peggy dressed for it.
Yes, I saw that. She had big Rob energy on. Okay, then this one is the next one. This one was hard, or it's going to be hard. All right, so we have, this is game 5B, and this is Tequila Sunrise.
I love that.
I may or
That
may
reminds
not
you of
have
your
had a
trip,
little
maybe?
tequila.
I thought that might remind you of your trip.
Abandoned coral, ripe persimmon, persimmon and mustard seed. Or would you rather have Boo to You from our crew, which is spiced marmalade, wilted violet, and hickory smoke? Oh, so would you rather be sunny or scary? I don't know. It's a good one. It's a good question. That will
It
be
kind of
answered
depends
tomorrow.
on how you're picking the colors, maybe.
Yeah, ones that you would use or ones that you like.
Yeah.
So Teresa, what's yours? I know it's this one.
I do like the tequila. I like that one.
The tequila?
But I don't really use ripe persimmon.
Right.
I use spice marigold and milled lavender and hickory smoke.
So you use those.
Yeah.
How about you, Kelly?
I love Halloween.
I know,
I
because
love
you say Halloween all the time, even if it's
Easter,
Valentine's.
I call it
Yeah.
Halloween. But I do like Tequila Sunrise because I've used that on projects.
Have
and
ya?
I liked it on projects. So.
And I've used these. I haven't
Yeah.
used these. I mean, I've used some of these, but I would more use
Yeah.
these. But
Me too.
I don't know what I would. I think it
see
just
what
has to
the-
be a gut
we'll
feeling
see
at
what
the time.
audience says.
Yep.
All right,
We'll know
so
tomorrow
So
morning.
start voting.
start voting.
It's up there,
yes.
right, Kelly?
Yep, it's
It's
out.
up.
It's on Facebook, ready
Yeah.
for voting.
All right.
So-
Good luck. Good luck,
All right.
everybody.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
I do want to thank Katie and Teresa because they were a big part of the brackets and
Kelly,
got
Kelly
it going.
had thought of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how where the idea came.
Yeah, but
So-
Teresa did colors. I just made
And
brackets.
Katie, but you did this, Katie. That's
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
awesome.
easy.
I just drew lines. I mean, look at all the other
Well,
stuff.
it's really
But
good, and it's
I
been
was-
so much fun.
Yeah, I was glad to be a part of it.
I hope everyone's enjoying it as much as we are. But
know, are
if
we
they're
having
not,
fun?
it's
We
okay.
are.
If you're not,
having
it's
fun.
okay because
Yeah.
we're having fun, and that's
All
what's
right.
important.
Have a
All
good
right.
day, guys.
Okay.
Well, and the other reminder is that this Distress ink pads and the oxide ink pads and the reinkers are all 15% off through Friday. And I know a lot of you have been getting the colors you don't have or stocking up or replacing those worn out ink pads.
There was just something, sorry to interrupt, but there was just something on there that Janet wants to join, but then it
say
went
yes.
away.
Okay.
It
Well,
was fast. It
the
was
other
there,
thing-
and I read it, and then it went away.
The
I
other
don't-
thing we're doing is Janet is going to join us today because she's got a new kit and she's going to be here tomorrow with the birthday kit. So let's see if we can pull her on.
Okay, it might be, is it this? Because
Yeah,
that wasn't
yep.
there before.
and then hit approve. This is new for us, everybody, so thank you for your patience. And we'll see what happens.
Right.
We might have to have Katie pull up the phone to see if it works.
Absolutely.
All right.
It says adding.
Adding Janet.
There's a little thing in the middle of my screen blinking. This
We have not
adding.
done this before. Is she there?
I see Jay.
Oh, hi, Jay.
Good morning, Jay. Oh, now the ceiling.
Oh my God.
It is a split screen. It's so
Is it
weird.
really?
Oh my gosh, here we are.
Oh, there's Janet.
Okay.
Hi, Janet.
Well, Janet's got news
It's on.
for us today. So, Janet, do you want to go ahead and tell us? I can't hear her, so I have no idea what she's saying.
Good morning.
Can you hear her on yours, Katie?
Absolutely.
Katie's
Can you guys hear me?
Talking.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Katie can. She's got sound. Okay, so Janet is on.
So do I need to listen to you?
Maybe.
All right. This is testing. Okay, awesome. Oh, you guys.
I can hear you, Janet.
I have
So
my
let me
husband
know
here
what
with
I'm supposed
me,
to be
and
showing,
he
because I don't
is
have any idea what
going
Janet.
to video for us. So welcome, Jay, and thank you for doing this for me. I am super excited to be here to introduce a class that we have coming up, and it's going to be an online class. So wherever you live, you can participate. And Kelly is holding holding the actual kit. We're going to try to do this from a distance. I don't have the kit, but I have the cards here. The class is called Kaleidoscope Cards. And Jay, if you want to zoom in on these cards so everybody can see them. I was lucky enough to use the Kaleidoscope collection by 49 and Market, and they are absolutely beautiful papers and beautiful laser cuts to make 12 cards, you guys. And I have been super excited about this class. So we're going to be doing this. We're launching the kits today, and you can purchase a kit and then join our private Facebook group where we will be holding the class on April 2nd. And as with all of our classes, or all of our videos, you can watch live or later. Kelly, would you like to tell everyone what's in the kit?
She asked if you want to show what's in the kit.
I would love to, Janet. So let's open it up and see what comes with this
A little bit of a delay.
kit. Let me move some stuff over here. It comes in this really fun little zipper bag with a little sticker on it that says, All Occasion Kaleidoscope Cards, Crafting with Janet. And then inside the kit, you're going to get, let me open it up here. I'm just going to dump it out.
And then inside the kit,
It's a dump, and it's not even Wednesday.
It's not even a Wednesday, it's a dump. So we've got color pictures of all 12 cards. So you got 2 sheets of pictures. And then you've got Janet's fabulous instructions. And you guys all know what that means. If you've had any cards with Janet, done any classes or taken any kits, we've got quite a few pages, 6 pages of instructions. And then she also has sketches, and they're 3-way sketches. So you get a sheet of sketches for your cards, and there's no other way to get these sketches except in this kit. So they are exclusive to this kit. Then, as you all know, we've got our card inserts, and you have 4 sheets of card inserts, and looks like it's card inserts and some other special little phrases designed by Janet. You will get a pile. I don't know if a pile is the right word, but you're going to get 2 A2 card bases that are white. You're going to get all of this color vibe and cardstock paper that's pre-cut, and there is a cutting guide, guys, so there is a little bit of cutting. You're going to get the enamel dots that coordinate, and these are from Simple Story Spring Garden, so they're not even the same collection, and they're the glossy ones, so they're really pretty. You're going to get 8 different ribbons in coordinating colors, including a velvet ribbon and grid ribbon and silk. And guys, I mean real silk here. Then you're going to get, what is this little piece? Oh, I'll show that last. You're going to get these note cards from 49 and Market Kaleidoscope, and there's 12 note cards and 12 envelopes, and these are A2 size, and they are beautiful. You saw Janet's cards. And then you're going to get the Kaleidoscope mini laser cut. So there's a shot at the front of what they look like. And then I'll flip it around, Teresa, and there's 130 different laser cuts.
Wow.
Janet tells me that you will have extras.
Hey, Janet, can you turn your volume down because we're getting our feed onto your video?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so we have double
We're
going.
learning.
Yes,
Thank you, Katie. We are learning.
Learning.
Then the other thing you're going to get is instructions on how to get into a
Gotcha.
private
So sorry.
Facebook group. And I'm not sure if Janet mentioned it because
sorry.
I couldn't hear what she was saying. But there's this is a virtual class and a card kit. So there's a private Facebook group that you'll be able to go in and make cards with Janet. And if you're not there live, you can always watch it later. So I'm going to turn it back over to Janet, and you tell us what I missed and if there's other information that people need to know.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kelly. It's really funny doing this work from a distance. I'm in Texas, and the gals at Memory Bound put together the wonderful kits for us, and I so appreciate that. But I don't have a physical kit in my hand to show you, which is why we're doing this kind of a tag team this morning. So bear with us as we're trying to work the kinks out of this process. But I want to show you a little bit in more detail about the cards. The Kaleidoscope collection is all about color. And I arranged these 12 cards this morning in rainbow colors. So we've got pink ones, we've got green ones, and we've got blue ones, which I think is super fun. And the way I designed the class was, as Kelly mentioned, using sketches. And so I created 4 sketches, and then in class, we will make 3 cards from each sketch. And let me just show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to lay that down, and I'm going to grab 3 that were made with the same sketch. So these are 3 of my favorite cards. And so we will be making these 3 cards based on one of the sketches in the kit. So we're going to make one that pretty much follows the sketch, and then you'll have these sketches to use for later. And then we're going to mix it up, and we're going to make another one that switches some things up on the sketch, and then another variation still. And the other thing I will point out to you is, in addition to the laser cuts on the outside of the cards, we're also going to be adding laser cuts to the inside. And gosh, I think that adds so much when you put a coordinating laser cut on the inside. So this is the type of thing that we're going to be doing. And my hope is that you will, again, as we've been talking about sketches, really come to appreciate the versatility of sketches, because they can really help you out in all sorts of situations. And let me show you, Kelly mentioned the laser cuts. They are absolutely fabulous to work with. And these are called mini laser cuts. So Jay, I don't know if you can see this, but they are very small and they're perfect for card making. So let me show you. Look how beautiful these are. So this is a laser cut, and this is a laser cut, and then there's some cut aparts in the kit, and this is a laser cut. All of those are included, and look, if you put a matching one on the inside, I just think that makes such a pretty presentation. So we're also going to be adding some color vibe to our cards, because, you know, I can't resist color vibe. And then we were going to be adding some ribbon. There's a beautiful collection of ribbon in your kit, and I think you will really enjoy that. But look at the laser cuts, how pretty they are. And I don't know, Jay, if you can see how detailed these are. So these are just 2 of the extras, and you will be able to make a ton of extra cards with the laser cuts that are in your kit. Look how beautiful and detailed they are. And we have to thank our friend Katie Pertite, the designer at 49 and Market, for all of these things. So honestly, I haven't made a bunch of extra cards yet with the materials that are left over, but I think you could make quite a few. And what I would suggest, if you are purchasing this kit and want to do the class with us, that you go ahead and pick up an extra box of the cards and envelopes, and that way you'll have the materials that you need to make extras. And then we also linked on the page, the calendar page for today, all the color vibe that you would need in order to make additional cards. So that the teal and the 2 colors of green and the pink, those are all linked on our calendar page. So let me just talk about the private group. I'm probably knocking everything over here. We have set up a private group on Facebook for this class, which I think is something that makes it very special. So as of today, you'll be able to join the group, and we'll let you in the group, and then it'll be like our own little community, which will be super fun. And one of the things that I want you all to know is that you don't have to do any pre-work at all until we do the pre-work video. And we will get that scheduled, and it will be live in the group, and you can watch it as many times as you need to. But in the pre-work video, we're going to do all the cutting together. So there's a little bit of cutting. It's super easy. It might look a little scary on this page, but it's not. It's very easy. We're going to get organized for class. We're going to cut this all together, and I'm going to have you load up your envelopes so that everything is ready. And when it's time for the class, you'll have everything ready to go. So again, we will schedule that.
Hey, Janet.
Once everybody has their kits, we will get that scheduled, and we will host that.
Sorry to interrupt, Janet. I have a question.
Who are taking the class. And there's one other thing that I would like to mention too. And if you happen to have the My Favorite Things stacked rectangle dies, I did use this die set on maybe 3 cards. And I do think that this adds quite a lot to a card presentation. Like here's an example, Jay, I don't know if you can see this, of the rectangle used on the front of the card. I think that's a really pretty touch. And here's another one where I used it in 2 different places. If you do not have this die, you sure don't need to get it, but I think it adds a lot to the card presentation. If you don't have it, or if you have something similar, I did give you the dimensions, so you can simply use your trimmer to cut the pieces, or if you've got another similar die, that will work just fine too. So, but this is the one that I used, and it's got a ton of different sizes, and we did link this on our page. This is a great basic to have if you don't already have one, and you're looking for a reason to buy one. This is a great die that I use a lot with cards. And let me just check my notes to make sure that I've got everything. I think I do. Again, the class is going to be held on April 2nd. If you are not available on April 2nd, it's 1 o'clock Central Time in the afternoon. No worries at all. You'll be able to watch it later, just like our daily videos. So that video will be out there for a very long time, and you'll be able to watch it anytime that works for you. Or if you want to watch it in a couple of stages and do your cards in a couple of chunks, you can do that too. So I'm going to turn it over to Kelly and see if she has anything to add before I give you a preview of what's tomorrow. So Kelly, back to you. Kelly? Back to you. Kelly? You guys,
thank you
sorry
so
for
much.
The delay.
We're going to go back to her.
We're going back to Janet?
No, in a moment.
I think I'm a little close. Let me get back.
Hey, Janet, could you have Jay zoom in? Oh, they can't hear me.
Janet, could you have Jay zoom in on each card just a little bit so that they can get a closer look?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that looks good. That way people can
Having
see the cards a little
bit of technical
closer.
difficulty here. Our view is actually sideways, so that's why we're struggling a little bit here.
Let me grab my phone and see. Beautiful cards. Janet, you've done it once again. They look amazing.
When we move the camera, it doesn't do what we expect it to. It goes opposite.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Janet.
All right. Kelly, do you have anything to add about the kaleidoscope kit before we move on to what's tomorrow?
No, just that I think you did a most wonderful job again, and we're excited, and we think it's just so fun in these little zipper pouches. So a huge thank you, Janet. And did you want to show your birthday cards?
And I appreciate everyone's patience
quickly
with
for
us
tomorrow?
This morning. This is the first time we've ever tried to do the split drink. Absolutely. Absolutely. So tomorrow, everyone, we are going to be launching a completely different kit. So switching gears from kaleidoscope cards to birthday. I had the pleasure of designing a birthday card kit recently with a super fun collection from Echo Park. And we're going to be showing this kit in more detail tomorrow. It has a lot of what I would call fun folds in it. And let me just grab a couple other ones so you can see, because I love fun folds. And there were a few in here that might be new to you. I just love this. Isn't that fun? So there are 2 of each style card in the kit. So I made one with the original technique, and then I mixed it up a little bit. So you'll be able to see how to use this technique in a couple of ways. And we're going to be talking more about this kit tomorrow and officially launching it tomorrow. So I will go through the kit with you in more detail, and then we'll talk about what you can do with all the leftovers that you have in your kit. So this will be tomorrow. The kit is called It's Your Birthday, and it's linked now out on our website. So you can absolutely go out there and get your kit now if you are interested in 8 birthday cards. It's going to be a lot of fun to put these cards together. And again, this is not a class. This is just a kit. And you'll be able to do these cards on your own as soon as you get it. So I'm going to turn it back to Kelly unless she has something to add. Let's see if Kelly has anything to add before we go. Okay, then I'm going to sign off, and I'll be back with you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Well, thank you, Janet. That was kind of a new thing for us. We have not had a dual screen going on, and we're learning from it. So sorry if we had a few echoes and things, but isn't it exciting that we can bring Janet on all the way from Texas and join us on our video? Why we are here in Iowa and she's in Texas, and we're in the same place. So thanks everyone for that. Thank you, Janet. We are just beginning, aren't we, Teresa? We have a long morning. Yes. It's Monday morning. We have a lot going on. And last Friday, we received a semi-truck, and it was from Simple Stories. So we have a lot to show you. We're going to show you product and that came in from Simple Stories. And then Teresa's going to talk about Tim Holtz Distress and maybe take some of the mystery out of oxide versus distress and glaze and paint, and crayons, everything. She's got it all organized. So we're really happy about that. And I'm sure when Janet gets back going, she can go ahead and link those kits that she just talked about. So, all right. Well, Teresa, we're going to start with Simple Stories. And that, I don't know where that collection is. I wasn't sure if we had it, so I just threw it in there. But you might have to set it aside. Okay. That's from the travel. So we got it in 3 collections and a collection pack. And this is the collection pack that's called Just Beachy. And we don't have, we didn't get the rest of other items from this collection, but we do have this collection pack that's got all the papers and the really cute stickers. Fun in the Sun, there's a VW bus, there's lots of little word stickers. And that was called Just Beachy. So that is available.
$17.49.
And then that, yeah, you just set that one aside. And then Summer Snapshot. I tried to put the paper on top.
Oh, you want to do that first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Summer Snapshot, and I have to tell you guys, I absolutely love this collection. I love the colors. I'm going to call them kind of citrus colors. And this paper right here might be why it's called Summer Snapshots. Those look like Polaroids. And Teresa can flip through the papers, and then we got waves. So Simple Stories, thank you. These are all really great collections. And that would be neat.
Oh, that'd be good for school too.
Yeah, or for charting. A lot of times when we take a trip, we write down what we did each day. And there's a nice stripe. So they're citrus colors, but they're kind of softer ones. We've got a nice green and another kind of graph chart, that. Ledger. Maybe that's ledger's fun. A good word. And Bev says beautiful colors, and I totally agree. Jennifer is asking a question about squeaky handle on the glue press. And if you've had that, pitch in and make a comment here. We have not had that problem. Maybe try putting in a different bottle of adhesive. And okay, wait, go back. This is so cute. Look at that, the little shorts and t-shirt.
Bring on the summer.
Oh, I love it.
That's cute. I always love the tags. They're always so much fun.
Well, Jennifer will probably be getting the tags because she's kind of in the tags. And we're going through this quickly because I know people. Oh, look at that!
That's fun.
Oh my gosh, it's got little stitching
on it.
Because we have so much to show you and so many good things.
Oh, those are cute.
Oh
the
my
seagulls,
gosh!
I love that.
Teresa and we're really seeing it for the first time.
I haven't seen it really. We were so busy on Friday when it came in.
We just were trying to get it out Friday.
Teeny tiny lines.
And there's your 4x6 cut aparts or 6x4s.
Let the sun shine. I like that.
And your watermelon.
All right. So we have the
collector's essential kit.
Yep.
So that has the papers we just showed you and the stickers along with the ephemera and the
page pieces.
Thank you. The page pieces and probably the chipboard.
And that one is $31.99, and then here's the regular one for $15.99.
That actually is not it, Teresa. I think I picked up the wrong one. I'm sorry, but let's show that one because this is from Photoplay.
Do you want to show? That?
Okay, so this is a squirrel kind of. This is from Photoplay, and we found it in the back, and it got put in the wrong place. So we just wanted to make sure that we had shown this. Sweet Sunshine by Michelle Coleman. But it does match pretty well, doesn't it, with the colors? Okay.
All right. There's the kit. This is a card kit. Really cute. $14.99.
And it makes 8 cards. And we will have inserts for those.
Then we've got the 6x8, which is always fun. Oh, did you see that banner? Oh. Look at that.
Teresa has cute. She has a weakness for banners.
I like banners.
That is really cute.
Yeah, that's fun. Oh, and then this is nice too.
We have to reorder those.
I know. I was going to say this is going to be like the film strip stencil we had. This one's cameras, $5.99. And then we've got the chipboard frames that are super fun. I love the watermelon one. You get 6 frames. We've got the foam stickers.
Raise for days. Have you ever heard that phrase?
That's
so fun.
Oh, there's a banner too. Like it.
And with the foam stickers, you do get 2 sides. You get 2 pages, 2 sheets.
There's the chipboard for $4.99.
Got ice cream, bikinis, Polaroids. Lots of fun stuff there. I'm just loving the colors, Teresa.
And Simple Stories has started doing some rub-ons. So those are fun. These are $6.49.
And you get 2 sheets again.
Yep. And your popsicle stick. And then one of my favorites is the sticker book. 469 stickers, it says, for $8.99. I like it because they put in alphabets and little word strips. Those are some of my favorites.
So you get 12 sheets of stickers.
And then, of course, the page pieces. And they show you how you can use that and put together an easy layout.
Well, and with the word snapshots, you could use that for anything.
Oh, yeah.
All the cameras.
Nice bright colors.
Most of us that work here have a weakness for cameras and film strips and anything to do with photos.
There's a nice...
Now, the stamp set, I just
set.
want to point out how these are at an angle and they fit right inside of that banner there. So you can put your word inside of your banner.
Cute.
Isn't that fun?
Love it. All right, and then we've got the layered chipboard. Started doing that.
And Janet just linked the whole category for summer snapshots.
Okay. And then we've got the big bits. That's kind of new.
That's new. I love it because they're big. I like big bits, and I cannot lie, Teresa.
That's
like
fun.
That big ice cream cone.
$5.49. Yeah, that's fun. Those would work great with the page pieces. And then the decorative brads, $6.49.
The decorative brads and the ephemera are usually the first to go. Oh, and the enamel
dots, because those are those glossy ones. I like that.
So there's coordinating enamel
pretty.
dots. They are pretty. They show up really well on the camera.
And then, of course, the washi tape.
So you
I
get
like
all,
the little striped.
all 5 rolls.
And then we've got the bits and pieces. And this one's fun because, oh, I'll turn it around. Polaroid bits. Isn't that fun?
Yes. So flip the Polaroid bits around just one time so we can see like size. Oh gosh, those are cute.
They're cute. They're not 3x4. It looks like they're smaller than that. So
maybe 2x3 or
yeah.
They're more square.
And then journal bits.
Let us know how you're liking this summer snapshots. That might be it for summer snapshots, and we might be moving on.
Then we have pack your bags.
Teresa's going to dig the paper out. I think it's nice to see the paper first. And the stickers.
We'll start with the sticker sheet. Did I get the right one? Yep.
There we go. And I love this font that they're using. It reminds me of like pieces of washi tape. So if you're traveling or doing a trip, this is going to be a wonderful collection.
All right.
Oh my gosh, look at the taxi.
That's cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Journaling.
Got to have a stripe, everybody. Got to have a stripe.
More cut apart. So I like the 2x2s.
My happy place.
Go. Words.
Yeah, you could cut those apart too and use them for embellishments.
More cut apart, the 3x4s. A grid.
So we got 3 new collections. This is collection number 2.
Pack your bags. Oh, those are cute.
Yeah, they're like traveling hearts.
Very cute. And the
we'll
tags,
have to let Jennifer know about the tags.
Oh, those are cute. I like the cactus. Dream big. Let's go.
Janet said she's going to try to figure out the name of that font. Janet, that would be awesome if you did that.
Some tickets and some flowers. Oh, suitcase, of course.
Those you could cut in rows for borders.
Nice border.
More little hearts.
More taxis. And
I love
buses.
the cars. I love the vehicles.
Those are fun.
There's your little geo.
I love the geos. I have a stamp with a geo. I love it.
You know, Teresa, people ask for cactus papers all the time.
That's a good
now
one.
We've got one.
Nice green on the back. Oh, and a map.
There's our map. So we can decide where to go.
Europe, apparently.
That would be fun.
Nice flowers. Oh, look at that.
I know. Kim pointed this out yesterday, how it's a whole page of clouds and then there's a pink airplane up in the corner.
That's cute. Nice
Get
grid.
your
And then a little scene with a bridge. And some polka dots.
Very nice. I love it.
All right.
We're going to make a mess here, everybody. And that's just what we have to do.
So we have the collection kit that has all the paper and the stickers.
Oh, Ruby's going to Florida to see her granddaughters 2 weeks. It would be great that combine that and the summer snapshot.
This is the essential kit. It has the page pieces and the journaling bits in there.
And the chipboard. Boy, I do love this, Teresa.
So then we have the washi. That's another fun one. I like the suitcases.
Like the suitcase. I do
That's
too.
Fun. Just perfect, isn't it? And then bits and pieces.
There's the city bus.
Oh,
That reminds me of the hop-on, hop-off bus. I don't know how many of you have traveled and you get a little pass and you take this bus around to the tourist traps.
So here's the big bits and pieces. So you kind of get an idea of the size difference.
I love that suitcase too. Sorry guys, I keep saying I love it because I really do.
And then the journaling bits, page pieces.
So flip that one around so we can just see the size. There we go. Enjoy the journey.
It's good for a 12 by 12, or you could use it on a 6 by 8 as well. We've got our decorative brads and our chipboard frames.
Those are fun.
The stamp set. I like the ticket on that one. Oh, they've got the heart with the arrows. That's cute.
That is really cute.
Yeah, that's something different. Rub-ons. I forgot what they were called. Like the sunglasses. And then we've got some chipboard. And the foam pieces.
The foam stickers have really become popular. I mean, look at that USA map with the little hearts
road
and
trip
stuff on it. So cute.
And we've got our sticker book where you get 12 sheets. There's no alphabet on this one, but you still get the word strips on there. There's so many images, they couldn't do an alphabet, I guess.
It's got borders and fun little icons.
Yeah, that's fun. Little tabs, I like that, and cameras. And then we've got our 6 by 8, of course. Oh, and I missed one of the journaling bits, of course.
There's the journaling bits.
And then this one also has a card kit.
Isn't that fun? So it's kind of amazing that they can take a travel collection and make it into a card kit.
I love this. You're just plain awesome. I love a pun. Kelly, you do too.
There's a lot of
puns. Have a snappy day.
And we will have Janet's inserts for these. And Teresa, we had a question about if we were going to be doing classes with these. And that's what we'll be determining today, what we want to do for classes and things. So we will get that figured out today. Oh my gosh, I forgot about these.
All right.
So it's more than 3 collections.
Yeah, we've got the small collection.
We're going to be here all morning, guys.
We've got the graduation collection. I'll just show.
And we have a great graduation
So you get all
section.
The pages in the sticker sheet. So there's the sticker sheet.
And we do have the individual papers also.
If you have a graduate.
Or had one. If you're like me, I've never done my kids' graduation.
I know.
I've done their school years, but not the actual graduation.
I did Jake's college only because last year something here prompted me to do it, but I haven't done his high school graduation yet.
So see, a lot of us might need those.
Yeah. Oh, these are fun glasses and stars.
I'm happy to see so many offerings for graduation this year. In the past, there has been like one collection that we were able to get. So this year we have several.
That set'll do you right there. All right, then we have I forgot the pack your bags enamel dots.
Okay, they fell down to the bottom.
Yes, they got mushed around.
So then we have Mother's Day, then we will show you the new palette collection.
So we have the pack, of course, for $10.99.
Oh, look at the stickers.
I'll show those.
Yeah. Oh, I like those.
Whoops.
I like how they
those are
wrote
$3.99 by themselves.
It's like in cursive. All because of you. Blessed with the best. Thanks, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Good for card making too.
Yeah. And then this one comes with page pieces.
Graduation has
the graduation,
page pieces
I was
too.
going to say,
don't have them
I did
here.
one last year with the page pieces, and it was so easy. I was so happy to use the page pieces.
I think we have a sample of that. We're going to have to post it.
There's a pink grid, like that. Oh, the hearts, and a little bit of dots. It kind of looks like confetti.
You know, As far as I know, this is the only Mother's Day collection that we have.
Okay.
Unless we have something from a previous year. So I'm really happy they did this.
And you can make cards out of these too. Scrapbook some and card some. So
so now we saved the big collection for last. And thank you, everyone.
oh,
We're going to have a mess to clean up, but we'll clean it up when we're done, Teresa.
okay.
But the huge collection that came in.
Oh my word.
It's all in the 49 and Market bag because I think the 49 and Market Kaleidoscope and the Simple Stories Vintage Essentials color palette go so well together. And when you see it, I think you'll
I don't know
agree
where
also.
to start. You want?
I think the paper is in one side.
There we go.
I put it all in that bag because I think it goes so well with
does.
those bags.
So you guys are going to go crazy over this.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful.
The phone's going to start ringing.
It's really rainbow.
And it's Roy G. Biv.
It is.
Teresa,
It
your
is.
perfect thing.
I know.
And some of the things are divided into cool and warm colors, and some of them, like those stickers, they're all together.
Yeah. So this is called the color palette. These are the tags. So they'll do pink and red together, which there's a package of these, yes.
Yeah, you can get all of these in one pack, or you can buy them individually.
This is really fuchsia, I should say. I'll call it fuchsia. And then this is light pink and orange.
So if the front has the pink on it, so does the back.
And then yellow and green.
That's just...
I don't want to miss any
and Kate
colors.
said she loves Kaleidoscope, and I think a lot of people love Kaleidoscope.
And then there's a teal, and this to me looks like speckled egg. Tim's.
I agree. Yes.
Tim's color. So I
should do it all in Tim's colors.
Speckled egg. Yes. Then there's a navy and a purple. I'd say Dusty Concord maybe.
And yes, I would agree.
And then there's a kind of a cream and a black.
So are you talking antique linen and black soot, Teresa?
Yeah, I think so.
So those are the tag papers, and now we have the
got
dots.
all these dots.
And they've done them kind of the same way. Should we show how the pink and the red are together and the pink and the red?
Yeah.
Because
there's the red.
So red has the pink or fuchsia, just like this does. So these do coordinate.
And then the pink, light pink and orange.
I just figured that out, Teresa.
Yellow, green. I put it out on the floor, so I already knew.
So they coordinate with the tag paper.
Yep.
And Pamela says she likes that they've got yellow in this collection.
Oh, I know. And purple, because
purple's hard to find.
So snatch up those colors.
So here are the same colors. So they're going to also match what Teresa just showed you.
So this is out of order. This is called Blush Collage. So you've got both the collage, and then you have a nice gingham on the back. Yeah. But it doesn't, the red isn't in here. Where's the red?
The red has its own paper.
Where the red is.
So in here, they've got their own thing going on.
Well, we don't have the red.
Oh, we missed picking up the red.
But there's
we did
the
this
pink.
quickly this morning.
There's the pink. The light pink.
Look at that orange.
The orange.
That's striking.
I know. I'm going to have to get orange for this is orange month for me. March is orange for my wheel of color. And then yellow is next month. So who am I kidding? I know I'm going to buy the package to get all of them. You'll be seeing these all year long, you guys. The green,
they did a very nice job.
Yeah.
So let us know how you like this. Look at that teal.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't know. I hope that it's coming across how beautiful it is on the camera, because I just
look at that.
I love hydrangeas. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to buy extra of this.
That's kind of periwinkle a little bit. I mean, it's kind of a bluish purple.
I like that one.
And Pamela's question for Pamela, she's asking if the collage comes in a pack, and it does. So you can get the tags all in a pack, the dots all in the pack, and these collages come in a pack with the sticker. And I think Teresa's got that in the bag.
So here's the tags. You get all of them. And then here's the polka dots. You can get all of them. So it just makes it easier, so you don't have to go through and buy each one. Yeah. And then we've got the color palette.
And that comes with the stickers. The others just have papers.
Yep. And then the Essential has the page pieces, the floral bird bits, and we're going to show those in a minute, and the chipboard. So we'll see those here.
So that's if you just want to get a whole bunch of it all at once.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, where do you want to go next? We've got a whole bag full of goodies.
No, I'm going to show the little ones first.
I think people are loving this.
So here's the floral birds and bits. So that's a little bit different.
So you get your birds and your flowers.
Yeah.
And then oh my gosh, okay. So guys, look at here. So they've got the reds, the pinks, the oranges. So all the colors are also grouped here in the floral bird and bits.
And then we've got butterfly bits.
And they're the same way.
Butterflies, yep. So there's a variety of sizes in there and the colors.
Teresa, I'm laughing at Bev because she says, oh dang, I shouldn't have watched today.
I know. Then here's the bits and pieces. And these are fun because they're little groupings.
And that was a little blurry. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
I think we got it.
Okay.
It was a little blurry.
And this is the sentiments.
But they are sentimental.
Bits. So that's different too. So all those words in different colors.
And we reordered these already because
these are hot.
I think that's going to be one of our best sellers here.
And then we have the enamel dots. And look at how you have to get 2 packages.
You got the warm and the cool colors.
Yes.
And they're the glossy ones.
So those are very cool. You need
or
both
warm.
of those. Or yes, or warm. Then we have the ephemera.
And the ephemera looks like groupings where they've got layers of different things together. And again, you've got your colors. So they're all, I think that's the coolest thing about this.
And then your page pieces.
Live life in color. I see a theme coming up, Teresa.
Then we've got our frames, and you get 8. So there's some small and some large. Yep. And then the rub-ons, and those are like butterflies and hearts, and you get one of each color.
You've got those same little words in that cursive font.
Now we're getting into the fun stuff. Look, 2 sticker books. Oh my gosh. I'm in trouble.
And you love sticker books.
Yes. So this one has the circle letters, and then it also has strip words for all the colors.
So
isn't that fun? I know.
Yes, I love that. I didn't realize it had the words. I thought it was just
the little strip words.
Just the little circle letters.
And then this one, you have just regular stickers. You know, there's butterflies, there's circles, big words, birds.
Michelle said she was in twice this weekend, and she's still going to have mail this week. Oh my gosh.
All right.
What else is in your bag of goods
we've got some foam, and they are different too. So then you've got your cool and your warm. These are foam alphabets. So they're kind of fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
And then we have just the regular foam stickers.
And there's 2 different ones. Oh my gosh. Yep. Butterflies, or the typical with the words in the mix, and some florals.
Yep. So those are fun. And then
what else is in that bag, Teresa? I feel like we've got to be about to the end of it.
2 different washies, the warm and the cool. I'm going to have to get both of those. And you know what the nice part is so it matches, like there's color vibe paper. Like these are color vibe colors. And we have the solids up front in the store. And so these are going to match like all your other Simple Stories
That's
stuff.
a good point.
Somehow you can find one of these to match. So it's going to be great.
That's a good point about color vibe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like the teal, the flamingo, there's a lot of color vibe colors.
And then we have the 6x8, of course. And this is the one that has the plaids on the back. So if you're wondering which one comes in 6x6, there aren't any tags in here. And then, oh my gosh, this card kit is amazing.
I think this will probably be a video. I think we'll probably make this up on a video. And Janet is doing inserts. So you guys, we got to really give Janet a big thank you.
Yeah.
She's the one that makes our cards a little bit unique and special. And I don't think any other stores, any big stores around have the inserts that we do thanks to Janet.
These are really fun.
Any stores?
All right,
Well,
that's
Teresa,
the
is
bag is empty finally. Yes.
Okay, and the
But
bag
this stuff is amazing.
Look at this pile, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
And the bag is available too. It's $9.99 from Kaleidoscope. And I grabbed it just because I think Kaleidoscope goes so well with the color palette.
It does.
And it does hold 12 by 12.
Yeah.
All right. Well, oh my gosh, Teresa, are we ready for our demo?
I guess so.
All right. So I think we're finally ready. We've had a lot today. It's fun day, and we appreciate you sticking with us this morning and joining us. Teresa has got a really wonderful presentation demo about distress. And a lot of people come into Memory Bound or they call on the phone and they're not sure the difference between oxides and regular distress, and they're not sure what the glaze does, and she's going to take the mystery out of it with lumberjack plaid,
Yes.
which is a beautiful color.
So now Tim has 73 colors. That includes the picket fence, which only has one. It's not oxide or distress. So there are so many colors, and you know that the inks and the re-inkers are 15% off for a few more days.
Through Friday.
So this is your chance to fill in your colors. And I did bring this was so much fun. I stamped all these hearts. This is an empty one that you can get, but it is really fun to look at the colors, and I inked the heart twice. So this is 2 inks that I stamped of the hearts of all the different colors that they have. And the picket fence is right here on the
And this is
black
distress,
piece.
not oxide.
Right. This
is a regular
distress.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
So there's so many colors that I love, but this is kind of fun.
She just wants to look at it.
I know, it's so fun.
I'm going to take your picture with it,
I
Teresa,
haven't
when
filled
we're
out
done.
mine at home yet. I should have done them both at the same time.
Yes,
I don't know
you
what I was
should have.
thinking. But it's fun to look at all the colors. I am missing a few, so I probably need to fill those in. But it really helps me. I have a different system, but I'm going to do this at home too, so that when I'm looking for a color, I can decide, oh, that's, peacock feathers is the perfect. Because sometimes you look at the packaging and you're like, oh, I think mermaid lagoon, and then you stamp it and you're like, no, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So it's good to actually see the real color that you have.
And Teresa, I see, as I'm looking at that, I see the color palette from Simple Stories.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't help but see there's, you think of Tim Holtz as being all browns and distress colors, but oh my gosh, there's a lot of bright colors.
Yeah,
I think
there
raspberry,
are.
I think mowed lawn, peacock feathers.
Violet.
Yep. Those are all great colors. And you can get that chart blank. You can download it at Ranger. If you want, we have them for 99 cents, just as kind of the cost of the paper and copying. And they are printed, laser printed, so they're waterproof, and you can get those here at Memory Bound too.
Yeah. All right. So we'll just start with the basics of the regular distress ink and the oxide. So the regular ink is more like a dye ink, which means it dries fast. And
that's a good comparison.
Yeah, you
Teresa.
can see the pads are different.
You're gonna have messy fingers.
I know. I wore the wrong shirt today, but
yes, you did.
I wanted to have a little bit of red. I have a little bit of red.
Really well.
So this is a distress ink. It's a dye ink, which means it dries fairly quickly. You don't need to heat set it. It's gonna react to water. And then the oxide ink is a mixture of dye ink and pigment. And pigment ink is a really wet ink, and it does take time to dry. So sometimes the oxide will take a minute to dry, but the good thing is you can heat emboss with it. And the other thing, because of the pigment, it kind of sits on top of the paper. That's what takes it, why it takes it longer.
That is a really good explanation. I love
to
that.
dry. Yeah. So you can kind of see it when you stamp with it. So the other thing is it will stamp well on darker colors. So I'm just going to show the difference. So I'll show the stamps that I used first, just because they're so
Well,
cool.
and they're so fun too.
So I had to use this Tim's New Love Notes, and I picked one of the hearts. I think I used.
Is that the heart you
that
used
one
on your chart too? Didn't you use a stamp from that?
Yes, I
one of the
did.
little
I
hearts?
used this little heart, yes. And then I also have recently got Mr. Rabbit, which we do have back in stock now. And I think that you guys are going to see this plaid and this polka dot probably throughout the year, because they're great backgrounds. You know, if you don't have to think about the rabbit all the time, but so I just stamped the
He's
the
been
plaid
very
piece
popular.
there.
There's been so many neat
Yeah,
projects with
there
him.
have been. So what I did first is I just stamped both images. So this one is the Distress and this one is the Oxide. So when I put them together, I hope you can see it. I can see it here in person, is that the Oxide is a little bit more chalk-like when you stamp it. It's a little bit creamier, I guess I would say.
Go in a little more. I don't know. You can kind of tell it. It's
Yeah.
probably not going to show. You'll have to take our word for it, guys.
Yeah. What else was I going to say? Oh,
it seems a little lighter maybe when you say the Oxide does than the Distress. Well, it's not really lighter. It's just different.
It's just different. So
I love how you did the tag, though.
I also use the sprays. So this is the Oxide and this is the regular. And they look pretty close, but there is a difference. The Distress spray is a lot brighter.
Okay, so this is Distress and this is Oxide.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is a little bit of, when I put it on my ribbon, I use water. So they both react to water, but the Oxide oxidizes when you get it wet. And we'll show you more about that as we go along. But so the Oxide, the other thing is the Oxide stamps well on dark colors. So I started out with the Craft. Maybe you can see it a little bit better, how different they look on the Craft.
So is this
is the Oxide.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I had the right.
And this is the regular Distress. Now, the regular Distress does pretty good on Craft. It still looks pretty red. And this really looks like the chalky red. But when you go on darker colors, so I stamped it on black, the Oxide is going to show the true color of the ink. So you can actually stamp on dark colors. So people sometimes will be like, oh, they want to stamp in white. But you can use the Oxides, any color, on black or like navy, maybe a dark green, whatever it is that you're stamping on.
Yeah, because
this one you can hardly
see.
even see. I can see it here and Kelly can see it, but it just doesn't show up because it sinks into the paper and you can't see it because it's a dark color. And then I didn't stamp, I don't know why I didn't stamp. This is the on a craft paper. Maybe I need to stamp. Is that
Oxide?
This is the Oxide as well. I just wanted to show you how nice it shows up on darker colors. And this is just the natural. It's not really dark, but all right. So those are the two differences between the inks.
And don't you think the darker your paper, the more your Oxide is going to show up? Because and also the color makes a difference. If you have a lighter color, then it's not going to show as well as this Distress, regular Distress does.
I picked Lumberjack Plaid because I had a lot of the Lumberjack
and we
Plaid.
like it. It's
and we have
color.
all of it in stock. But all the inks, if you're wondering why I use Lumberjack Plaid, there's no reason. All the inks come in everything except for maybe the paint. We had some Vault paint. And these are the same. I just, this is the Lumberjack Plaid paint. And Tim will come out with the paint when he has a new color. So like we have Scorched Timber paint right now. But some of the paints have gone away. Earlier last fall, he came out with some Vault paint.
They'll probably do that again.
Yeah, I would assume they'll do it again. And you can pick up some colors maybe that you didn't get the first time around, but Lumberjack Plaid is a really bright paint. And so these I just these are just two different techniques. This one I used a brayer to put the paint on, and this one I just used a foam brush. And then I did stamp it with scorched timber.
Oh, that's scorched timber?
Just to show you.
After you put the paint on?
Yes.
Okay.
And the thing about the paint is when you put the paint down, when it dries, it's permanent. So I actually stamped with Distress ink. So it's different because normally if you're using, let's say, an oxide to smush and make your background, then when you stamp other oxides on it, sometimes it bleeds into it because it's reactive. When you use paint, it's going to be dry and you can put anything you want on top of it and the paint is not going to react to it. So instead of having to use the archival ink, I was able to use the Distress ink right on top of it.
So
that's
this
an
one
advantage.
you used with a brayer. You put paint on a brayer and just rolled it.
Yep.
And this one was a brush.
Yep. So you can kind of see the brush marks.
So it's kind of the look that, whatever look you want.
Yeah. But just remember, paint is permanent.
P and P.
Once you get it on there, it's not going to react to the water.
Same with your clothes, right, Teresa?
Right. Yes. Don't get it on your clothes. So that's the paint that we have. Then we have the glaze, and I had a little mistake on this one. You can see, so you can kind of see because I didn't heat emboss these words because my stamp fell off my my image, my platform.
But it's a kind of a neat technique.
Yeah.
So you were trying to do this.
I was trying to do this, but with this I was using the oxide ink, so you can see that's the color, and then I use my glaze, my lumberjack plaid glaze on top of it. And the reason that I did this one is to show that the glaze is different from regular embossing powder because you can see through it. So I don't know if you can, it didn't turn out as great.
Maybe if I pick it up,
yeah, you can still see the paper through the glaze, which is really nice. Sometimes you want that. A lot of times you want that when you're embossing.
We can see it here, but with the lights, we've got a lot of shine. And glaze is an embossing powder. It's just that it is not opaque.
Yes, it's translucent.
Thank you. I couldn't think of that big word.
It's translucent. And then this third one, I just wanted to show you. So I just used a regular embossing ink on this one.
So like a clear?
A clear. So you can see the heart is a little bit darker when I use the oxide ink as opposed to a clear embossing ink. There's not a huge difference, but if you want it just oxide, a little bit.
Yeah, it works really well for heat embossing.
Yeah. If you just want it a little bit darker, then you can use the same color ink with the glaze, and it's just going to be a little bit darker and more true to the color, I guess.
I think the glaze is very fun, and you can also use your oxide with clear embossing powder if you just want to get the color.
Yes. Oh, I should have done that too. I didn't think about it.
It is nice and slow drying, so it's great for heat embossing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
all right.
What is this one,
So
Teresa?
this one, I actually used the colored pencil, the lumberjack plaid colored pencil, and this is set number 6.
That was my next question.
Yes. And I had to put my colors
back.
This is set number 6 because I like mine in rainbow order. But so there's some pretty colors in there. But we have all the colors are in the color pencils now. He does have a white and a black separately. And scorched timber is also sold separately.
It's like an orphan.
Right. But what you can do is I've taken out my white because I don't use that as often. Or some people are taking out their black soot
and
out of
their
tins.
Scorched timber.
But there are other, you can take them all out and put them in a tin together and just have them in a tin. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. But we're out of set number 4 right now.
Oh,
but
we are?
I've made sure we ordered some of those.
Take care of that.
Yeah. So what I did on this one is, you guys have seen me do this before, is I had my stamps on the stamp pad, and I just sprayed them with water, and then I just took my colored pencil and went over it and stamped it.
I always forget if you spray before the color pencil or after, but you do it before.
You can do either, really. I sprayed before because you want to activate the color.
Yeah,
if you do it after, it's going to be, you can still do it, but it's easier to do it this way. And I did stamp the letters. I went over it a second time with the letters because you couldn't really read it the first time I stamped it.
A little too watercolory?
Yeah, it was a little too watercolory, but I thought that was kind of fun.
It is. I love all your samples. Teresa's put in a lot of time and work to get us all these examples and tell us about Tim Holtz.
Now this one, I use the crayon. And the lumberjack plaid you can get in a 3-set that has the scorched timber, the lost shadow, and the lumberjack plaid. These are the last 3 colors. Or he has it in the 6-pack. And in the 6-pack you get, I don't know what colors those are.
Uncharted Mariner.
Yeah. And what's the pink?
You might have to pull it out. Is it Kitsch?
It's Villainous Potion.
It's got to be Kitsch Flamingo if it's a newer color.
It's Saltwater Taffy.
Oh, Saltwater Taffy.
Oh, Saltwater Taffy.
Or Saltwater Taffy.
And Uncharted Mariner.
So you can get a 6-pack and it's $12.99, and the 3-pack is
$6.99.
$6.99.
Yeah. So crayons are they're pigment, and people. The best thing that I heard Tim say in a long time, he was like, "Do you know when you were little and you played with crayons or you colored with pencils? That's the difference. It's just like that." So the colored pencils are hard. There is not, the difference with his pencil is there's not wood in it. It's pigment. And colored pencils, most of the time there's wood in it. And the crayon is like pure pigment.
It's like wax.
It's like waxy. Yes, it's like a crayon. There isn't wax in it, but it is like a crayon. It's softer than a colored pencil. So the crayons, gosh, I'm going to have a hard time, Kelly, now. we confuse these together. Let's just look. Oh, they look pretty close in color. Tim did say that when he was developing these, that when he was matching colors, because there's different chemical compounds in an ink versus a pencil or a crayon or the oxide, there's different chemicals, that he matched the crayons to the oxides and the pencils to the Distress.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, he said it in a video.
I better show it here.
So they're closer. They might not be the same, but they're closer that way.
And Marcia just had a question, Teresa, about splattering. She wondered if you can splatter with colored pencils.
You can. You can. And we're going to splatter in a little bit here, if we have enough time, Kelly.
Is it lunchtime yet, Teresa?
So with the crayons, they're not really like for coloring like with colored pencils. Colored pencils you're going to do fine, like you've got the fine tip and you can color in an image. With crayons, it's more of a big swatchy area, and I can show you. I'll just show you on here.
They're also good. I see you have a little, is that a Photomatic?
Yes.
They're also, I know Paula loves coloring her
the Photomatic,
and her found relatives with crayons.
So you can see how, it's just so much fun. So you can smear it a little bit with your finger, but what works better is using a little bit of water. I dipped my finger.
And baby wipes. I've heard about using
baby wipes work a little bit too. So, that's going to react. Okay. The colored pencil is a little bit different. So you're not going to be able to smear the colored pencil with my finger like I just did with that. But if I put a little bit of water on there, then I can move it around. Yeah, you can see they're different colors there.
And there was just a question, if you just could tell us one more time, what matches what? Was it the crayon with the
The
oxide
crayon,
and the watercolor pencil with the regular ink is
I
what?
mean, it's not like
Somewhat.
it matches, but he was going for the same color because you guys saw that they look different. And so when
It's hard
kind of
to
see,
say, yeah.
I can see it here in person that they're closer in color that way.
That's good information, Teresa. I did not know that.
Yeah. So with crayons, you can smear it around. And a fun thing to do, if you like to do collages, the crayons are fun for that. They're also good. You can put them on metals down into the little cracks.
Oh, yeah.
So what I did here is I put my items down. I made a little collage with a variety of different things. And then I used collage medium and I went over the top of it. And then, you can really, so I just put the crayon like along the edge, and then I just kind of smeared it. Now the crayons do dry. So when you put it down, you have a limited time that you can move it with your finger. But if you get water on it, you can move it around more. Like when I put I can still move this, and this is,
I like along the edge there.
This is days old, and it's still going to react to water, even though it's been sitting here. The other thing I did, you can, with all of these things with the crayon, you can lift colors. So you see these empty spots there, and there's a little floral. I just put a stencil down, and then I just took a little paper towel, wet paper towel, and lifted the color off of there.
Oh, that's cool.
And then these little flowers are the same as that little flower. That was a stencil, and I just went over the stencil, and it gave it a little bit of a texture. I shouldn't rub on it too much, but so it's kind of fun. What would be really fun is when Diana does her ATC cards.
Oh, yeah, there'll probably be a lot of
Get the crayons out and start smearing your color. And I did use a little bit of Lost Shadow and Scorched Timber on here, just to add, a little bit of, you can just play with it. I'll just go right over.
I like that.
Look at that.
Yeah. It's so nice that you're just kind of doing this live. And Teresa's making this up as she goes, I believe. So that's even better. There's a question for you, Teresa.
Yeah.
Catherine's wondering, if you don't want to use them for background, how else can you use them both? I think she might mean, and you're going to show us.
Well, I'll show you this. This is another thing that you can use the crayons for, because they're soft. So I embossed, I dry embossed this tag. Can you see it? Can you see the image on there, Kelly?
Yeah, we can see it great. And it's the damask. Is this what you use for it? Tim's Texture Fade.
So you can see I can take the crayon and just go right over the raised parts. And I kind of like the dots. I'm just doing the dots. You can't really do that with the crayon. Well, maybe you could a little bit.
A little bit.
But I like the
what do you do now?
Dots. And so you can get it a little bit wet, and you can control a little bit where it goes. I'm just adding some color. Ooh.
So like the watercolor pencil is also good for watercoloring images. So it doesn't have to be backgrounds. It can be coloring images. And I think the crayon, they've done a lot with the found relatives and colored in their clothes and things with the crayon.
You can put some on your mat.
It's very pretty. It just looks like watercolor.
So it's going to move around. I told you that I put the matte medium on here. It moves more on the slick surface.
But it's still dried, though.
Yeah,
That's
it did.
What surprises
it dries.
me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like, if you think about crayons, they stay.
Because Debbie wants to know if you need to add a sealer so it doesn't move once you're finished. So you probably couldn't you? If you
just don't lick it. That's what Tim says.
Don't lick it.
Don't lick it.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. If it gets wet, thus the licking, then it's going to move. But if it's just going to be dry, don't take it out into the rain. Kind of like that.
So you could do a sealer if you wanted to, put some matte medium over it, but
yeah, there's no reason to. There's already matte medium on my collage.
On yours.
Yes, I used collage medium to glue the stuff down, and then I just put a light coat over it.
Which is like a sealer.
I don't know if you can see. Maybe you can angle it, Kelly, so you can see
you don't have to have a sealer, but you could put collage medium or matte medium over it. Now, and then they're asking about if you're using the watercolor pencil or the crayon.
I'm using the crayon.
Okay. So this is all crayon.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty.
And gosh, some of the other colors.
Oh, she's going to add some more colors. Here we go. It's hard once you start playing, and this is something so fun just to get out and make a bunch of tags or trial and error or trial and trial, because there is no errors in craftiness. I think that would be
a nice background.
Oh, so you've got
I was using
Lost Shadow.
Lost Shadow, yeah.
So she's using all three colors now, guys, of this little crayon set.
The gray looks really nice. I like the gray.
Scorched Timber, Lost Shadow, and Lumberjack Plaid.
Yeah. So crayons are kind of fun. I mean, of all his mediums, I probably use crayons the least, but I'm really excited about Diana's ATC, and I could see myself getting my crayons out and using those to add color on that.
Well, and Jerry said that she has a few and her goal is to use them more. And I think that's great, Jerry.
All right. Well,
bring in your projects so we can see them.
So hopefully that gives you an idea on the crayons.
I think
and
the
kind
crayons
of the
are mysterious.
Yeah, you guys have seen me use the watercolor pencils a lot, and I really like those. But the crayons can be fun too. And then the last item that we have is the spray. And can you guess which one is which, Kelly?
I can. I actually know which is which, Teresa.
So these must be mine.
That says TG on the bottom. One of them does.
Yeah. It must be, the other one must be mine. The other ones have plastic on them.
Oh, yeah, these are probably
they're sealed. That one's open. Okay, it's mine. Okay, so yes, so this is the regular Distress, and this is the Oxide. And so with these, what I did is I just took it and I just sprayed like that. That's what the big blob is. And then up here, I just I went real slow, so I got a splatter. And I did put my finger on the side just to try and slow down the
Can you show that again to us, Teresa? Okay.
Just so I can.
So if you commit and go all the way, you're going to
get a big
blob or whatever. But if you go small, it's going to.
Yeah. And you can always add water too.
Oh, really?
And then it's going to react. Ooh, that. Did you see how that reacted?
That's really neat.
Yeah. Or you can do little blobs. I'm just going to set this over here. I'm afraid it's going to go off on the thing. I'll show you the Oxide. I'll do the same thing with the Oxide. So with the Oxide, you can see that it's gathered all at the bottom.
Right.
And so you have to mix the pigment and whatever else is in there.
It's got a little ball in it.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah.
And so you have to shake it up. I'm just going to.
Teresa, this has been really helpful. I just want to tell you, I think this is a great demo. We get these questions so often, and it's nice to just be able to sit down and tell everybody the difference between all of the different Tim Holtz Distress. And it's part of our March Madness, our March Distress Ink Madness.
All right. So with the Oxide, I'm just going to just do a full-on spray.
It really changes color when it dries, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. And then I just did a little bit of splatter. You know what I'm going to do? Too bad I don't have another black tag. I'm just going to spray on the back of the black just to show you that. The sprays are the same. You know, the oxide is going to show up on the black. Whereas the Distress is not. Oh, it's soaking in though, isn't it? Oh, you don't really see it. That's soaking right into my paper. Huh, I thought it would show more.
Maybe on like the craft. I don't know. Do you want to try it on the back of the craft?
Yeah.
I'll get it up close. Boy, you don't really see it. It's magic.
You know, it's that's not. Sometimes the paper makes a difference too. That's just regular black cardstock. I didn't have the heavy black cardstock.
So maybe on the heavy it might show.
So maybe it'll show. But look at that. You can really see the oxide on the back. Let's try the regular. I don't know what that'll look like.
We'll find out. We'll compare them for everybody.
Ooh, it's a little, it's darker.
So look at the color difference.
Yeah, you can really tell the color difference.
So we have
same lumberjack plaid.
And we flipped them, so we've got the Distress on the right now instead of the left. There, now
I better do it that way.
We're trying to.
That's how I've done it the whole time. Yeah. Yeah.
That's really different. Look at how our watercolor and our crayon have dried now. They're pretty neat. And Janet linked the microfiber cloth. Teresa is famous for her microfiber cloth. We do have them for sale. I think they're like $2.29 or something.
Yeah, so this is like oxidizing. So again, if you just spray a little water on it, it's going to react. And I'll just do this.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it takes kind of
so
takes
when it
it off.
dries, it's just going to look, it's kind of a fun thing that you can do when you're playing with the oxides because of the oxidation. I like
Very
it.
fun.
All right, so we'll do some splat. We'll do it with the lumberjack plaid. We can put some ink down, and I'll just do I'll do a little bit of crayon
has
here.
Been very well loved, and I was going to ask her to use a clean mat today, and then I realized what you were doing. I'm like, no, I think that mat will be just fine.
So I like these tags because they're nice, heavy weight, and we sell individual papers. And if you're going to do splatting or use the sprays or the paints, then you want to use a heavier paper. You can use the watercolor paper or the heavyweight paper that we have in white, craft, natural, black.
It just is going to absorb better and not curl or pill.
So I usually give a little spray onto my piece of paper, and then I'm going to do some spraying on my...
And we are using the regular Distress ink and the watercolor pencil.
Yeah. I should have
using them together or just one?
Well, I'm just going to...
Cheryl says it's a well-loved mat.
It is. Well, there's... I'll turn it back this way. That's the pencil. You can see there's little bits in it.
Yeah, from the pigment.
Because the pigment, when you put it down, you know, when you do a water pencil, there's little bits, or when you sharpen it, the little bits, and that's what it is. So,
Teresa, we also need to talk about when you use the Distress and the oxides and your blending tools and what you don't want to do. So I don't want to forget that because that's important.
I'm just using my heat tool just to dry it a little bit. I kind of like those little chunks in there.
It's all what you're going for.
Yeah. Now I would, and so you can dry it. So when it's wet, it blends, and when it's dry, it layers. So you can go back and you can layer more. Ooh, I like that. I wonder if I have some oxide in there still. Anyhow, that's what the splat. It's our little smooshing. You can try some with some oxide. I don't know about the crayon.
Let's find out.
I don't think
that's what I love about you, Teresa.
I mean,
we're learning all this. We're trying it.
Oops. Come on, crayon.
So now we're doing oxide and crayon. We just did pencil and distress.
Oh, look, it has the lines from the mat.
Oh, it does. It needs to be, mixed up a little bit.
I'm just going to do that. And that's one thing that you can do. You can take your fingers and make it a little bit spottier if you want. I think I got oxide in that regular one. It looks pretty.
In this one?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't really tell. And just a reminder, Janet just posted, but with our March Distressing Madness and our brackets, our distress ink pads, our full-size distress, and our oxide, and our re-inkers, which we haven't talked about those yet either.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna.
They are all 15% off through Friday. So through Friday, we're having a big sale on our distress inks.
Get your re-inkers
for March Madness.
Too, yeah, because if you have a color that you use all the time, you might as well get the re-inker because eventually it's going to dry out.
Need to re-ink it.
Yeah. Like lumberjack plaid I have, and
somebody that was here last week, all the ink pads they bought, they picked up re-inkers.
Yeah.
I guess because they're on sale.
Well, they are on sale, so that's nice. Yeah.
So we're going in again?
Yeah. I think I missed. It's still showing the
It is. That's
thing.
Really weird.
Ooh, but I like the little
the little
drops.
Yeah. The little spots.
Well, I guess you can do it with, that. I don't.
Maybe if you have a different surface.
Yeah. That mat's not really. It's got a little texture.
Now, don't judge a mat by its cover here. Teresa's using the Tonic Studios Travel Media Surface Mat, and it comes in a full size too. And these are so handy. I have been bringing mine and using it when I do demos.
Yeah.
And I have the full size. This is a small one. It's $17.99. And it's got those nice corners.
Mm-hmm.
They're not leather. They look like leather, but they hold.
They're just weighted and they keep it.
They do. You know how other mats get curly on the sides?
Yep. Don't cut on it though.
Yeah. It's more for doing crafty or messy things.
All right, so if you have a color that you use a lot, and the other difference with the two is oxide is in a gray container, gray lid, regular distress ink is in a black lid, and they are different because of the chemical makeup. So I'm just going to show you how you re-ink, and I know my oxide one is
a
little bit dry as I was using it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to re-ink the oxide one, and you can tell. You can hear that there's a ball in that one. There's not in this one. You can just squirt this one on. This one you have to shake up again because of the chemical composition of it.
Okay, we got a question about the travel size. Let me see what the dimension is. It's 15.5 by 10, and it does fit Tim's travel glass media mat, and we do have those in stock. Those are super cute. They're a nice work surface. I guess they're cute to me, Teresa, because they have the little sleeve that they fit in.
Yeah.
So you can put them in this little storage.
And we do have all the tins.
Yes. We just got a whole bunch in.
And we'll show the blending tool in a minute.
Teresa has all her inks in these. She just didn't bring it today.
You guys have seen it before. I love the tins. I, of course, have them in Ragey Bib. It makes it easy to... And then the labels, we have the labels too. I didn't bring those over either.
If you want, you can download labels from the Ranger site, or we have them printed on sticker paper. They're laser printed. So if you have a little overspray from your distress sprayer, it won't hurt your labels if they're laser printed.
All right.
Are you all shook up?
I've got it all shook up. And, what I do is I just go across. It's starting to sink in.
I guess it's dry. If it sinks in that fast, it's dry.
Yeah.
But be sure and shake up
your oxide. Yeah. And then I just turn it and I go back the other way. And these bottles are going to last because
you don't have to do this super often.
No. just when you notice that you're not getting ink. And, you know, you can take a card and work it in, but really I'm just going to just let that sit and it'll just soak in, and, you know, I can use it in a little bit. There, I don't have the labels on.
She doesn't have the labels on those.
Because these are old. Let's see, do
Probably
I have
before we had labels.
Yeah, it was before we had the label. Here, they're scorched timber. They look like that.
So they're the color of the ink, which is really nice.
Yes. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to show is these little, the new mini blending tools. And someone had asked about
Those are the
that.
tinies.
We don't have the refills right now, but when you buy a 2-pack, you get 4. So that's going to be, you know, 4 different colors that you can get right there. And they're so cute. And I'll just show you, you know, for like inking the edge. They're really nice. They're really nice for little small things. I'm finding that I really like them. And apparently I ink a lot of small things because I have been using them, and I do. Not only are they little and cute, but I like them because they get into, you know, little small areas like birds, and you're trying to do the beak and you don't want to over ink it, and the big ones sometimes are a little awkward, but I do like the
little tiny ones. They're new, and the foams are on back order. They don't have enough right now at Ranger, and they're probably going to be a couple months out still. But like Teresa said, you get 4. I was happy to see these, Teresa, because I thought they were going to be gone for a while.
I know. I might have to grab another one. I just bought 1, so I've got 2, but I did get a refill before they were gone. So.
Now, whatever applicator you use, the mini blending tool or these tiny ones or a brush, do you want to talk about mixing the oxide and the distress?
Yes, I forgot. So,
and how bad it is.
I was going to say, I think I have, you, look at there, I've got one. This is a silly thing that I do. I put some Velcro on the bottom of but it doesn't really sit well.
With the puffy ones.
It doesn't necessarily work. But you don't want to mix oxide and regular inks on your blending tool. If you go from distress to oxide, you're okay. But if you go from oxide to the distress ink, then it's going to cause problems because of the chemical makeup and the oxide in there. So you want to have separate blending tools and figure out
you're
how
going to find that you're going to get on, if you use the oxide and then you put it onto your regular, you're going to see that oxide ink is going to be on, it's going to, like, I don't know I can't think of the word. Poison it?
Yes.
It's not poison, but you know what I mean, guys.
It's going to mess it up. And you can kind of see, I mean, I try not to go by, I try and keep mine just way separate. That the oxide ones are a little bit more creamier looking.
Mm-hmm.
You probably can't see it on there, but I know when I look at that, I'm like, oh, that's an oxide.
Right.
But only because I've used them both a lot. And
a lot of people like the Velcro trick.
Yeah.
And here's what Chris does, Teresa. She uses a square tool for the regular inks and round for oxide.
Yeah. And I have the bigger blending tools that have all my ink colors, so I might use these more for oxides. And we'll just see how it goes.
Christine and Sharon found my word, and it's contaminate.
Yes. That's it, exactly.
I couldn't think of that word, so I just said poison, but I meant contaminate.
So any other questions? That was kind of a lot of information.
It was a lot, and we've had a long morning, and we really appreciate you sticking with us. Okay, and then Elena says, if I mixed a couple of them up, can I wash them to correct it? Can you wash your brushes?
Oh, your foams?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can wash the foams out. Yeah, just, I don't know if you want to use some
mild soap, maybe like Dawn
or
or something, but absolutely you can wash those.
Make sure they're dry
and
before you
Leanne
start
says
using
Tim
them.
should make gray blending handles to go with the distress. Oh my gosh,
what a great idea.
People would buy those.
Oh my gosh, Tim, I know I would.
He's probably watching.
Tim listening?
I'm sure he watches all of our videos.
And he probably heard that, so maybe he'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
So.
that would be a great idea.
Well, Teresa, thank you so much. This has been very informative, and it's answering a lot of questions that we hear here at Memory Bound, and I think it's been really fabulous.
Yeah. And if you're able to come in the store, we'll have these tags here so you can, take a look at them if you're in the store. I know
and
that
Teresa has them all labeled also, so you'll know what they are. So, wow, let's see. We've gone a long time today.
We
so
have.
If you're on the rerun or if you watched us live, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Be sure and get out and vote for our brackets. Today is game 5. So you're going to be voting for Toes in the Sand and Superhero for 5A. And then I'll go over here to 5B. And these are here on Facebook. Don't make your comments in our video right now. Would be Boo to You from our crew and Tequila Sunrise. Oh, yeah.
These two.
So these are 5. This is the 5B game, guys. And 5A.
Yep, that's 5A.
Is right here. We got a little mixed up earlier, but we're all on the ball now.
We're good now.
And then remember, we've got Janet's launching her kit from the Kaleidoscope from 49 and Market, and it is so amazing. And you got to see her cards this morning, and you can go online and check that out. And it is also a class, so it's not just a kit. It's going to be in a private Facebook group. And to join that, the instructions are inside your kit, or you can call us and we can help you. And oh my gosh, somebody cleaned up part of our mess here, Teresa. So 5 new collections from Simple Stories arrive Friday.
Amazing.
So check that out. And then tomorrow, Janet will be here with her birthday card kit. So we got kits and
that's
more
available
from Janet
today.
We do have it available. And she'll
tomorrow.
She'll show some demos of how to do some of the techniques.
And that's not a class, just a kit.
Just a kit, yep. All right, Teresa.
All right.
I think we did it. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, crafty day, and we'll be back tomorrow.